welcome to my channel. This reading will be for the sign of Scorpio. King of Cups. That's definitely your energy. But let's get straight to your reading. Six of Wands. You may have completed something and you kind of feel you are standing in your power, and I feel like it's been a long time coming where you went through a tough cycle and you're finally able to sit in your Six of Wands. And I usually take Six of Wands as the victory card. King of Cups. Yeah, see, so this showed up twice. You're coming out very strong in your reading right now. Queen of Wands. Wow. So, Queen of Wands to me here, it's kind of showing me, like, I feel a lot of confidence that is coming from you right now. The Justice. You could be dealing with a Libra. It doesn't have to be. A fire sign. Eight of Swords. Yeah, see, so like I was saying, you kind of are coming out of this tough cycle and it was a big burden on you. But you feel like you persevered and you toughed it out and you gained the strength to overcome that obstacle in your life. And now you're like I was saying, I feel a lot of confidence from you. So I feel like whatever it was, although it was very challenging and very it was hard for you to get over this tough cycle. It only made you stronger. I know that's like very generic to say, but I feel that from your energy. You have the wand, or the wands, the world, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, and their Emperor. You could be dealing with an Aries, Gemini, doesn't have to be, but perhaps there was the the burden or the cycle that you're ending. I feel that was challenging to you was a relationship. With this Two of Cups here, I feel like there was a relationship that you felt so strongly about, and in the end it didn't work out the way that you wanted to. But I feel like you're kind of in this emperor mode where you're kind of putting it in the past and you're turning your back on it. Even but I feel like before it had you stuck. It had you in this Ten of Wands where it was a big burden in your life. It was like an every day, every minute, every hour, like this person was on your mind. And it made you feel like the Eight of Swords here, where you felt bound and you felt like it was like the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it's definitely a romantic situation. But this person made you feel stuck and you hated it. Like you were it was more negative than it was positive. But I feel like since you were able to persevere and get through this tough cycle with this person, it only made you stronger and it gave you more confidence. Cuz I feel like this person was pretty, like, they were kind of hard on you, and you knew that they weren't really good for you, but you stuck around because you were hoping that um they would see that this relationship was meant to be, but they didn't. And they took advantage of you, and they kind of like they made you feel like a fool. And um since I feel like since you were able to persevere and pass this person and prove to yourself that you're more, it it boosted your confidence in a way. With this Knight of Wands, I feel like this is their energy, where they were very like in and out of the relationship, and it tore you apart, and it bound you, and like I said, it was a big burden. I keep saying that, but the Lovers, Ace of Pentacles, Tower. Yeah, I feel like you had an epiphany moment. I don't feel like this is happening soon. I feel like this has already happened, where you feel like you could I feel feel like it was a very, like, probably like a couple days ago or last week or something. You would know. But I feel like the tower moment happened. And since that happened, and you kind of pulled your energy away from this person, I feel like they're the Page of Swords here, where they're stalking you. They're seeing like, okay, well, if Scorpio isn't paying attention to me anymore, who are they paying attention to? Like, they're kind of they're greedy in that way, where they want to have all your attention and they want you to suffer and miss them. But then when you're pulling yourself away and giving your attention to someone else, I feel like you're not giving your attention to anyone else but yourself. Like, I feel like you're trying to practice like self-love and not needing anybody. But I feel like this person is like really curious now on who and where it is you're giving your attention to. So I feel like if you're the 7 of Wands here, where you're defensive, like perhaps this person tried to reach out, or like they're trying to look for you, but you're hiding and you know where to hide. And you're like, no, you are not passing, my sticks here. You're not passing my barrier. Like, go away. I don't need you anymore. You're a jerk. I feel like that's your energy here. And yeah, they're trying to get you stuck, but you're putting up your defenses here. You're like, no, go away. I don't want you anymore. And like I said, you're working on yourself and you're teaching yourself self-love. You're becoming a lot more independent because of this situation. So I feel like that's what I'm saying. This person, although it was a very toxic, and although they, made you feel like a fool or whatever they did, it only made you stronger. I don't want to be generic and just say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but I feel like that is what had happened to you in this situation. But let me grab some clarifications to get a little more detail on the situation that is happening with you. At the bottom, King of Cups. Yeah, this is you again, King of Cups twice. So I definitely feel like you're coming out very strong in this reading. And I feel like that you're becoming stronger as an individual. You have the Page of Cups, the Justice came out twice. Definitely could be dealing with a Libra, or you could have a Libra in your chart. But I also feel like with the Justice, it's also you receiving justice because of this person and the way that they treated you. 10 of Wands. So 10 of Wands came out twice. I feel like this second 10 of Wands here in the middle, I feel like that's more about you learning how to let this situation go. And although it's made you stronger because you're walking away from this person, I feel like they still creep up in your mind once in a while. Like, you don't want to lie about it and say, oh, like, I totally forgot about this person. I feel like deep down inside, you still think about them. And I feel like the reason for that is because this is a karmic and it's a soul tie. They're someone that was meant to come into your life to teach you certain lessons that you need to learn. I know we hear that all the time, but I feel like with this one, it's really important to take time for yourself and pull yourself away from the energy and truly try to see why this person came into your life. And I feel like if you were to meditate on that, you will see the real lessons that was meant for you and this person. Um, because sometimes, when situations like this happen to us in our lives, we're like, why did that have to happen to me? Like, the universe is against me. They're trying to put things against me, but that is not the case here. I feel like they are a blessing in disguise, as generic as that sounds, but you will know what that means to you. The Death card here, so you're coming, like I said, that's Scorpio energy, but I feel like that is also a sign of transformation. Like, to me, this bird looks like a phoenix rising from the ashes, but it's just a bird. But since it's like red and, it has orange hues, yellow, um, I feel like it's major transformation from you. And, the last form of Scorpios is, the phoenix. So I feel like you're, like seeing that strength that's coming from you again. That's because you're becoming your phoenix. You're becoming the final form that you were meant to be in this lifetime. So I feel like after this major cycle, that's when you will be standing in your true power. And you will know that. You will know what that means to you. You have the Two of Swords here. Yeah, so I feel like that has to do with you really contemplating on the decision of, keeping this person in your life or letting them go. And I feel like that has been very challenging for you because it's clarifying this Ten of Wands here. And it wasn't easy for you to let this person go. And I feel like it's still not easy. Like there are still some mornings and nights where you still think about this person endlessly and you don't want to anymore. So I feel like you're kind of still slightly there, but you are very close to um, being in your phoenix energy. That was pretty crazy. Let me grab from this deck. So if you have any question, this deck will answer it for you. If you want to pause the video and think of a question, you can do that too. Or if you want to just simply listen and see if it relates to you in any way, that's totally fine as well. Or you could just listen. Because when I pull for this from this deck, it usually relates to the situation anyways. So you have within the next few weeks. And you also have not the right time. So I feel like although you are learning to let this person go and you're learning self-love, you're learning how to be in your phoenix mode, you're still kind of wondering when this person will message you. um, or it could be you wondering when your transformation will happen. So maybe it's within the next few weeks, and maybe it's not right now. But however this resonates for you, you will know, I feel. But I feel like it's more about, because I feel like even though this person is toxic, they are still important to you. Like you still care about this person because of how important they are in your life. So you're still just wondering how they're doing. You still want to make sure that they're okay. Um, so I feel like what angels are telling you is that, maybe focus on yourself, focus on being in your strength, focus on self-love for now, focus on yourself. And within the next few weeks it will manifest itself and this person will message you perhaps. But I don't feel like they will right now. They may be a little afraid of what you think of them because I feel like this person is intimidated by your strength and by just you as a person. Scorpios are intimidated. Scorpios are intimidating in that way. I'm a Scorpio myself, and like I try to appear intimidating with my silence and not showing them any emotion. And that could be very intimidating. So I feel like this person is a little afraid to message you. So they're trying to cool off the situation and perhaps message you later. But I feel like you guys will be friends still, like later on, like within a few weeks. Let me grab from the romance deck, see if there's any advice for you pertaining this situation. Okay. I just smelled like soap. So maybe like you just washed your hands or someone just took a shower. Whatever that means. That was weird. Alright, let's see. Reconciliation from someone from your past is returning to your life. Okay, so I definitely feel this is them. It's either that they will try to reconcile with you or they have it heavily on their mind and they can't stop thinking about you. So I feel like that's the reason why you can't stop thinking about this person is because they're constantly thinking about you. And when they think about you, when someone else thinks about you, it tends to become part of your energy and you think about this person and not understanding why you're thinking about them. It says it is safe for you to love. This is very confusing. And keep an open mind. So it's safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. But I also feel like this can be um, receiving self love, like allowing yourself to love yourself. And I know that sometimes we want someone to love us or there's a specific person that we have in mind that we're just hoping that they feel the same way and that they love us too because it validates you as a person, which I feel like it shouldn't. And that's a difficult part of being a human is we want that validation from other people. But I feel like with this card, it is safe for you to love, open your heart to, and receive the biggest energy of all. And I feel like that is more energy coming from the universe, from spirits, and them giving you love, giving you that strength to, receive the strength to be independent within yourself. And I feel like that's the message from these cards is um, the more we kind of focus and force someone else to love us, the more they want to pull back. So perhaps you really wanted this person to care and love you, but it's actually pushing them away. But the good thing is that the energy that I'm feeling from this person is that they do love you. They genuinely love you. But like I said, um, the nature of a Scorpio is they don't want to be vulnerable in that way. So I feel like you kind of pull yourself back from being vulnerable with this person. So then it's intimidating this person and they're almost scared to be vulnerable to you because you know how to hold your vulnerability in. So I feel like it's really important to practice self-love so that if you were to go back to this person, you would be the best version of yourself. You would be that phoenix that they want to see. And I feel like they're kind of waiting for that from you. And maybe that is what you're missing because you're kind of thinking at night like, how come this person never loved me? How come they didn't care about me? And it's because they feel like you're not who you should be or you're not your full potential. But I feel like you are very close and you know what it takes because you have a lot of confidence within yourself. And it's just that it takes work. It takes a lot of inner work. Nobody wants to hear that, and nobody. It's tiring. Like doing inner work is tiring. I'm not gonna lie, it is very exhausting, and I understand. But I feel like once you do become in your phoenix mode and you are the best version of yourself and you have a lot of self love, that's when this relationship could be healthy and can blossom. And I feel like that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, so I hope this helped and thank you for watching.